Today I have two drones, the Mavic Pro DJI Spark. So we're going to watch what the Mavic does. Picks me up really quick and follows me really well. Now you can see that it has a fairly wide field of view as you see my puppy dog come running past. When I'm walking up the trail here along the gas line, it picks me up real well. It's good for higher elevation, the altitude rather. The Mavic Pro is better at altitude, and I think the movements of that drone are much better. Now, the one problem, once again, is the size. When you see this area, there's plenty of room for the Mavic not to hit anything. Now, this is the really cool thing about the Mavic is you get those great establishing shots when it shoots up from the camp and you can see the area. It's not going to miss anything, and it's pretty hardy. Now, here's the problem. Because it's so big and because of the area I was in, it hit a no-go zone. Now, coming out of the no-go zone, I managed to hit this tree. And that's the thing, when I was in the no-go zone, because of the airport that was within 5 miles, it started to take control over the drone, and being so big, it just wound up crashing into this tree about 65 feet up. As you can see, it got stuck quite a ways up there and wouldn't get out, so I had to leave it there for about 2 weeks until I could knock it down with a tennis ball shooter. That was a little off. Well, I like the Mavic Pro, to be honest. This DJI Spark, I think, is a lot better for the outdoors, primarily because it can do everything that it can do, minus the high resolution. Now, this is HD, it's not 4K, but it has active track so it can follow you as you go to different places, and you can see how much smaller this drone is in comparison to the Mavic Pro. Mavic Pro has a longer battery life. This thing will only have about maybe a 10-12 minute battery life, so you need to carry a bunch of batteries while you're out in the woodline. But to be honest, I mean, when you're shooting segments and you're trying to set up your shots are probably only going to be a few minutes apiece. So let's get it up. Now this is where I think the smaller drone, the Spark, really shines. When you start to go into woodline on trails where there's more cover, basically more woods, you can do a lot more things with it. Now look at this. There's no way that I would have taken the Mavic Pro in between these two trees, but the smaller Spark, you know, I can fly it in between them. And I think that's kind of the thing. If you're in a tight area where you're flying, the Spark is a better pick than a larger drone like the Mavic Pro. Now I'm kind of cheating here because I'm on a big double track road, but I think it proves a point. You need a drone with forward obstacle avoidance because there are a lot of little limbs that come over the road and it could have hit, but because it has that, it stopped. So the little DJI Spark did a great job here. Well, the Mavic Pro and the Mavic series are great drones. They do lots of different things. They do them fast and they last a long time. But unfortunately, because those drones tend to be so big, they have a problem with going into tight, narrow spaces where you're going to take it on your outdoor adventure. If you're going to do backpacking or hiking and you want to get those great drone shots, then you're probably going to have to go with a smaller drone. Now, there are smaller drones in the Mavic series, obviously. The Mavic Air is quite small. And the Mavic Mini is brand new and it's a great drone, but it has issues. One, it doesn't shoot in 4K, it only shoots in 2.7. And it doesn't have any obstacle avoidance. So if you're following yourself with a Mavic Mini, you could run into a tree. As you watch the video that I just shot with the Spark, that thing can follow me pretty much anywhere, and at some point I have to realize that I should probably take control of the drone, but the drone will start to stop when it senses that it's going to hit a tree or there are some big limbs. Small limbs, no. Now the Mavic Mini will just crash into it. It will not see it because it doesn't have that forward sensor. That's the advantage to the Spark. Once again, the Mavic Pro, it's going to have problems because it's just too big. Battery life in it is awesome. The Mavic Air, now that's one that I don't have, and it's, well, quite expensive. It is smaller, it can do a lot more things. That may be a good bet if you're willing to spend that much money. But if you only have, $400 or $500, I would go with the Spark. It has a forward sensor. It is a fairly small drone, as you can see, and with the video it follows quite well, and it's quite manageable to be able to control it in trail type circumstances. So while you get these big sweeping outdoor shots from the Mavic Pro and the larger, faster, stronger drones, those are great if you're in a vehicle or if you're in an open area and you want to get the wide establishing shots. But if you want to get those good tight following shots, profile shots, I would go with a smaller drone.